everybody. How's it all going today? Yep, we're in CP's truck. We even got Tinker with us. She's laying down there. See her? Say hi, Tink. Screw you guys. CP's driving. She's got her eye on the road.
I'm looking for that muley.
She's looking for the muley deer. And this is a different world down here, let me tell you. There's like no snow down here. There's very little in the ditches. But it's nothing like at our place, that's for sure. They got black ground. So where the hell are we? We're just outside of Assiniboia, Sask. It's 3:45 in the afternoon. We came down and had a visit with my parents, and now we're on our way to Crane Valley. We're gonna go look at that area anyway. We're gonna go look at a mix mill. So see what the heck this guy's got going on. If it's worth it or not. Anywho, if it's worth looking at, I'll bring you guys back. Alrighty, see you then. Well, that I don't think is gonna pan out, guys, but if you can see this, let me. Oh, sorry guys, I'm not gonna be able to show it to you up close.
There.
Cattle that are still grazing. They're out grazing in these pastures on this prairie wool native grass that grows out here. Still not much for snow out this way, not like at home. We got quite a bit more than they do, and we're not that far away. It's only a couple hours away. So this is just north of Crane Valley, just north of Spring Valley, actually. This is the country that Wyatt, some of you might remember our horse Wyatt. Some of you might look at him and say he was a Palomino. I called him a dun. Anyways, done for coloring. Kind of a yellow colored horse. Anyway, this is the area he's in. There's a little more snow here than Assiniboia though. Right, babe? Not by much though, right?
Yeah.
Not when you look at that right there anyways. But yeah, that machine there, he claims it's running, but there's your house, the one that's leaning on the side of the hill. But it had he said it had a couple of rust holes in it. Yeah, well, there's a couple nice little ones that would be easy to fix, but then there's a big one that I could almost stick my head in it. So
That's pretty big.
what the hell? I don't know if you guys heard her or not, but she just said that's pretty big.
I'm joking.
Anyway, we're on our way home, so I'm sure I'll be on the road here in the future to go look at another machine somewhere else. There's lots to check out, so I'll let you guys go, and we'll see you later. Well, hey guys, how's it going? You got yourselves BP back here. Yeah, we're in the shop. It's Monday afternoon. We did some choring there this morning. I took a couple bucket loads out because cows weren't fed yesterday. What's going on? Well, we ran to the city. CP had to do a little shopping. I got new bolts for here. Turn you around. There we go. So I just hacked all 4 of these bolts right out. So I got new bolts for this right here. And I actually got new bolts for this side too, but for right now, I don't know if I'll replace them. That one I might just try tightening it up. Anyway, took that plate, it's right here, cleaned all that fucking surface weld that they had on here up, and now we gotta get on here, hit this with the grinder, clean this all up, get some of the paint off, and then we're gonna slap that son of a bitch back on there, right? So clean the little bit of weld that was on this thing, clean it up, and then we'll lace that some bitch back onto that plate and get it bolted back in with new bolts. So they are a number 16 bolt. They didn't have any 5.5 inch, which would have worked for us. So I just went with 6 inch. So the thread's going to be sticking out the top end, or bottom end, however you want to look at it. But yeah, so that's the bolts, and then lock nuts there. So, or 5/8. A number 16 metric or a 5/8 standard is what it is. Yup. So we just got to get that sucker all bolted, welded back in solid. And I'm just cleaning the snow off of here to take a look at this one brace, how they got it. And it's, that fucking plate is actually just centered on there. Or the tooth. It looks like it's just centered onto the plate for welding. So that works for me. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go while I clean this up, and I'll bring you back once I get it tacked on there. We'll talk to you then. Alrighty, so that's generally what he's got to look like right there. And it's cleaned up, got a bit of a V on there, not a lot, but a little bit, but I got all paint, and if I crank the heat up, I'll burn into here really good. And on that side too, all the way around this little piss-ass gusset thing they got going on here. So that's what we got to do now. We just lace the weld into her, right? And let's see if I can somehow get you guys set up here, kinda, sorta. Whoop, sorry, that ain't gonna work worth a shite, is it? No, don't be doing that now. Stand up. Just stay like that. You little bugger, right? Put on a pair of glovies. Got the welder. I'll hit her over here. I'm going to hit it over here. Now we're going to hit her on the side. Something like that. And there is a hole in the center of this fucking plate. So I'm gonna go on the back side. When I flip it over, I'll run a weld inside that hole. I don't know what the hell that hole is for, but I'm gonna put some weld inside that hole, and then I'm actually gonna triple pass this son of a bitch. So, okay, I'm going to finish this off and I'll bring you guys back when I'm done. Talk to you then. Oh, big truck all in grain. Don't know who that is. Anywho, there. Does that look any better? I'm a little off on the weld there, but you know what? For this application, what the hell? Another big truck all in grain. That could be coming out of my neighbor to the west. Anyways, but all the way around, that ought to hold her. A hell of a lot better than the last one was, that's for sure, because they didn't have no weld on the fucking thing. So, yeah. Now, some of the guys that said put the bolts the other way around, run them so the nut is on the top up here, and yes, I would say yes to that, except the washers won't fit in the corners the way these holes are set up. The washer won't fit. So the bolts are going to be going the same way that all the other ones were right from factory. Alrighty. I'm going to get that over there and we'll run a couple bolts in and I'll bring you guys back. There. All bolted back in. 4 brand new bolts. I went with double washers on there just to take up some thread space. And should be good. Just like so. 4 tines back on the bucket. Woohoo! That'll be nice for grabbing bales again, and even nicer for grabbing cut feed, because with that tine missing there, that's a big corner that nothing's helping to hold it in. You really gotta squeeze her fucking tight as all hell to hold it on there. So now we got that back on, and it'll be probably fewer trips because I wasn't able to fill. Come on. I wasn't able to fill this corner of the bucket properly. Anyway, putting my tools away, and then we're going to start some evening chores. The temperature is supposed to drop. There's a major wind coming tonight. The wind has picked up a little bit already, but they say the wind is supposed to get up to 80, 90 K. There's always somebody driving down this road. So yeah, 80, 90 K wind gust tonight, and another 2-3 centimeters of snow, something like that. Not bad for the snow situation, but we could do without that fucking wind, because it's just going to blow all the snow that we've had in the past all into the friggin' yard and into the friggin' bushes. Like, if it doesn't end up in the yard, it'll end up in the bush. Turn you around so you're not looking at my friggin' up my nose. That up there. And disconnect this. Come on. I find in the cold, if you take the battery out when you're not using your tool, they last better. They work better. That glove, and action. We'll start the tractor and get the fuck out of here. Like I said, it's not going to take much to fill the cows up because I already had them filled up from this morning. So, but I want to top them off tonight and fill those bunks up good tonight so that the bunks don't fill with fucking snow. That's the idea anyways. Anyway, I'll bring you guys back when we get out there. Talk to you then. CP's talking to the calves.
I like this one.
17.
This one.
And the red one.
Maybe.
12.
Yes.
19. 19 orange, I'm saying.
Yeah, but there's like 3 or 4 over here. No. They can leave. Like that one in the back there.
Yeah.
Gone. That 59 gone.
What's wrong with 59?
Like she's freaking small.
Yeah, she
Too
can.
little.
She's
Gone.
too small. She's got to go. Yeah. 59's sheriff baby. That's your sheriff baby.
No, she's not.
I tried.
No, nice try. It didn't work. That's her right there.
No, she's right on the end. She's like, come on, give me my grain. Come on, don't stop. Get with it.
19 is nice too, right beside.
19 is the mom is in the corral over there. So basically every morning and night, this is what we do for these girls. I bring them a couple of big ass bucket loads so we don't have to bring cut feed here every day. And then every morning and night, we push it up with a fork, just like CP's doing there. This is your jazzercise, babe. Come on, go with it. Work it. Work it. Buns of steel. Buns of steel.
This is not working the buns.
And then for anybody, I had a few comments that saying, oh, you're not getting a proper mix in their grain and blah, blah, blah. If I go with a mix mill and by using a pail, we're not, some calves will get more grain than other calves because we're not shaking it out even enough and so on and so forth. Well, babe, here, I want you to video me shaking this grain out, okay?
Yeah, you shake it.
I'll shake it. I'll shake it. So this is how we grain them. So if you're concerned that they're not all getting the same amount of grain, they're getting the same amount of grain. And if they don't want to come and eat to be the same amount, well, that's their problem. Here, give me that. No? Oh, CP's taking the phone. Bye, guys.
Let's go see Sheriff.
Talk to him, babe.
We'll go see the big baby. Come here. Here. You don't want it. You want that? Eh? This is the bull that hates Brendan. BP, I should say.
He doesn't hate me anymore.
Yeah, he does.
Great boy.
He's like, go ahead, come in here. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You can be
There's
a
the
dink.
other two guys. 36, I think, is leaving after this year.
What? 36 ain't leaving. 36 is too good a bull to leave.
36 is leaving this year because there's 2 upcoming bulls.
36 is too good a bull.
He-
You guys tell us, should 36 leave? Take a look at 36.
He's leaving.
36 is too good a bull. He doesn't need, he's only 4 for crying out
There's
loud.
2 other bulls in the corral.
Yeah. And I think the
Right?
red one might have to leave because he's got an attitude already.
Oh yeah, but he's a stud. Right, Sheriff? You are too. Okay, here's your phone.
You're looking at the sky. CP's got rocks in her head if she thinks she's going to get rid of 36 this year.
He'll be leaving.
He's the backup bull. He's the backup bull. Glove on. It's cold on the fingers. Yeah, well. So yeah, as they eat, they kind of push some of the grain out to the outside edge. See here? And they can't quite reach it then. So then in the morning when we come in and we fork it up, some of that grain is already there for tomorrow morning. So, and they move around and they'll friggin' eat her up. So yes, feeding with a 5-gallon pail is, in my estimation, if you don't got a TMR, and I'm not buying a fucking TMR. I don't got enough animals for to justify a TMR. Not at this point, I don't anyways. But if you don't got a TMR, this is the best way to feed them, is with a 5-gallon friggin' pail. It's the most accurate. So anyway, I'll bring you guys back later when we get out to the field. Talk to you then. There, you guys can see that side there. It's holding the cut feed in there a whole hell of a lot better now. And it's not falling out every little bump. The bigger bumps, the bad ones, yeah, a little bit will fall out. But this is the way I do her. For all you newcomers, this is how we feed our cows. So it might not be perfect, but nothing is perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. Not in my book, there ain't. I'd like to say there is. I'd like to say this is the perfect way. I think this is the best way. If I had a wagon to haul this cut feed, that would be better. But feeding cut feed the way we are through the tub grinder, I think, my personal opinion, I think is the best way to feed cattle. It's processed down for the animals. They utilize it a lot better. It's processed a lot better than it would be from a bale processor or a shredder. Yeah, it's all mixed up. Lots of utilization of multiple different feed sources. So anyway, this morning I put 1 bucket load in the very end steel bunk, and then a bucket load in the other steel bunk on the other end. I left the center empty, and then I put 1 bucket load in the porta bunk. So that's why you could see out there right in the middle there's no cows eating in the middle where my finger is there, because there's no feed in that bunk. They cleaned it all out, and I just gave them 3 bucket loads this morning. So today, the whole idea here tonight is just to top the bunks off a little bit, fill them up a little bit, so that they don't fill up with snow with this bad wind, because this snow is going to move. Anywho, I'm going to let you guys go. We'll fill up these bunks, and if I don't bring you back, fun. Let's get her done. We'll catch you all later.